All right, welcome back, people, to Chess with Pawns. I got a special one today, so I've been holding this off. Haven't played chess in 2 days because I am about to be at 1,000 ELO if we win this next game. So we had really good success when I was playing online on my phone. We've been winning. Uh, I've been trying to own the center of the board. I've been castling my king. I've been trading off pieces, all these basic chess philosophies, because we're at that level where we just got to play fundamental chess, and that's what we're doing right now. So I want to go over a couple games, some good games that we had these past couple of days here. So I'll start off with this one here. My opponent was a 964. I was a 990 at this point. Um, I was black, so and nothing crazy here. So just owning the center of the board. So basic moves, knight. I was pinning the knight to their queen, so they can't move that knight. So I can own the E5 square a little better. Trade off some pieces there. Got some best moves. Put the bishop to D6 to kind of cause that bishop to own more squares here and the center of the board. Remember, that's what we're talking about here, the center. They move their queen out, then I castle. Okay, so pieces are developed. I'm castled. I have control of the center of the board, and so does my opponent. They do. Okay, so now we're into the mid game. All right, I'm learning how to move these outside pawns out sooner to kind of help control the outside squares a little bit more. Once we get through the center, we want to start worrying about these squares a little bit because that's where their mid pieces, their horses, their knights, their bishops, they want to move to these squares throughout the game. So you put this pawn here, it really protects that square. Same with this pawn over here. I think later on I move that up to give my king an escape route. So I put pressure on his queen, and then his knight pushes knight back. There's my pawn that goes up so my king can escape in case it needs to later on in the game. I'm not afraid to trade out pieces right now, so we're doing that. Um, right now we're even, so we're even in material, and then boom, guys. So what do you guys see here? It's a pin. I mean, a fork. Okay, for his knight and his queen. So right there is when I started winning the game, and I really just kept on making really good moves. I felt. So did my opponent. Clearing out his pieces right now. I'm currently at +4 material, so I'm going to trade pieces as much as possible. He's attacking my queen. He starts hanging pieces throughout the board. Now I'm putting pressure on his king over here. As you can see. Okay, so we do this. Great move. Boom. And then he just doesn't see the checkmate right here. And that's what we do. And that was a win. Okay. So I was just trying to play the best fundamental chess that I knew and took my time. Okay. So that's one of them. The next game, this was a really cool one because my opponent at the time, it changed right here, but my opponent was at a 998, so he was trying to get 1,000 too. That's a big deal for us right now, is getting that 1,000. And so, I didn't want to lose still, but we ended up, well, I'll show you guys what happened here. So, same thing. We're just owning the center. We're not worried about opening. So he didn't want to bring his pawns up, so I just pushed my pawn. At the time, I didn't know if that was right or wrong. I thought it was, attacking the knight at the same time, owning more squares, and then it turned out to be the best move. Push the knight back. That was the best move for them. Now I own a lot of the board right here. I have a lot of space on my side, which is good later on in the game. So he's attacking my knight. I was happy that he traded off the bishop for the knight at this point because the board's going to be open. All this space that we have right here, the board's going to be open, and it's going to be good for my black square bishop also later on in the game. Castle my king. All right, so we talked about that. So we're good. We're castled. They took my queen. They traded. I wasn't too upset about it. I put more pawn structure here for just to own the board. I developed my bishop finally to get him in the game, and now I'm fully developed. And like I said, I'm still practicing this where I'm moving my side pawns on the side of the board up, the A pawn, the H pawn, to kind of just control more of the board. Okay. They do the same. I didn't actually, my accuracy in this game was very low. It was like 60% along with my opponent. But that's how it goes sometimes. The engine's usually right, but we're all human. So we're playing a human game, and then I pin the knight. And that pin was available and I missed it right there. But then I saw it. He took, and then I pinned, and I took his knight. Well, I thought I took his knight eventually, but I guess I just put pressure on it. I didn't want to trade the bishop. That's fine. So we're trading all pieces still. And at this point, actually, my opponent is winning. He got my knight. So he pinned me. And then, he forked me, and then he got my knight. So he is currently winning 2.2. All right. So we're going to keep going here. Now I'm going to get my rooks into the game and double up my rooks. And then right here, he didn't see that I had my black square bishop. So he thought he was going to trade off. But I do this, he takes, I take, and then he realizes, oh, he can't take with his king because my bishop is guarding the e3 square. So that was good. That brought me back to +1 material. Now I'm currently winning with the upper hand here. So I'm trying to trade off pieces a little bit. Now I'm bringing my pawn up to promote. So I can get that queen. I blunder this. Okay, you allow the opponent to checkmate the king. So the best move for my opponent, and he missed it, was just to go rook f7. And he didn't. And then that would have been checkmate. So he missed that. I missed that too. That's another blunder. Still, he had the checkmate. Okay, now we trade off that, and then we go, and then it actually ends up that my opponent runs out of time in this one. But we're on the verge of getting a queen and checkmating my opponent. So a couple good games going on. But now we are going to get into a match. And we're going to see if we can get to that 1,000 ELO rating. Yep. All right, so let's do this. I don't know what color is going to be. Okay. If you guys like the content, please subscribe, comment down below. All right. I really like the tips that you guys give me. We're going to use them today. So here we go. So my opponent, we are white. My opponent is a 994. So we're both going for 1,000 right now. This is a big game for both of us. All right, so we're going to do this. So we're going to own the center. Let's go. I've been liking to bring the B horse out lately. Okay, so I want to develop my bishop. I'm going to bring out my G file horse. Bring the F3 knight. I say horse a lot. It's a knight. I know. I got brought up when I was playing chess as a kid. My dad taught me it was called the horse. All right, so we're going to bring my white square bishop out. I can put him in the check, but he's going to block with that C pawn. So I'm just going to develop my white square bishop. Okay, he's really trying to own the board. A lot of space on his side right now. Not going to worry about it. We're just going to develop our pieces and then castle the king. Okay, so now he's putting pressure on my knight. So I can't go here. Go take with the queen. Can't go here. Take with the pawn. I can go here. I can go back to the starting spot. I'd rather not go back to the starting spot. Let's go to block my bishop in. So we'll go here. I like how he's opening up his king a little bit. He's going to try to castle here shortly. I'm going to bring this knight over to allow my bishop to come back out. And he just keeps pushing his pawns. All right, so he's blocking in his bishop, his dark square bishop. Okay. So what he did was he trapped my bishop. I didn't think about it. And that was another tip that you guys gave me. Stop and think. I got too excited about bringing out my pieces. So what can we do? So if I take out with the horse, the knight, I can take with the bishop and check him. And he'll block with that bishop. Can I give a check anywhere? No. So I take this pawn. He's going to take with his bishop. Okay. Okay to take time and think right here. I save the bishop? No. I could check him. So this is going to be my best option. It looks like is just take his pawn here because I'm going to lose the bishop anyway. And then that way he has to take with the king and he can no longer castle and the board's really open. So we'll use this to our benefit. We're going to be down material. That's probably the best move we can do here. All right. So we got that. Now we need to get this queen into the game here. I'm going to castle my king first. All right, now I'm going to start really paying attention to what my opponent's doing. So moving his pawn down, he's really trying to control the board. I got these two horses, they're not really hanging, but I got these pawns coming to attack him for sure. The king is open, but we got to open this side of the board. So if I move this pawn up, even if he goes down, I can take here. I'm going to move this pawn up maybe, and he'll take, and I'll take it, open up my king. I can block here, so he has no option later on in the game. One next move to take my pawn because I want to get this rook into play. So he's coming down. If he moves here, I need to move my knight. Okay, but we can deal with that later if he does it. His pieces are not well developed. So he's okay. We'll move the knight. So okay, yep, he had to move his king back. But I'm really trying to get my. So we're gonna do. I want to get my queen into the game. That's the goal here. So if I take this, okay. Now, don't forget the bishop is guarding that knight, and right now my bishop is hanging. Once I go here, it's not going to matter. He can take here, but I'm going to take back. He wants to grab this bishop. So what we can do with the bishop is trade it off. Guard down material. You're not supposed to trade me down material, but okay, you didn't want to trade. I don't like this knight here at all. So we will try to get him out of here. I know I'm opening up my king. It's not good. Honestly, I'm gonna take here. Okay, you gotta move the knight. Oh, he forked me. God damn it. Alright, but can I check the king? I can. No, I can't. Can we do? What can we do? Now, if I take this bishop, he's going to take with the rook. And then I can put a check on the king. 5 minutes. Alright, I got time to think about this. My opponent's +2. He's about to take my knight, which will make him +7. I can take back with the queen. I'm going to let him. I'm going to let him do it. Okay. Take. He's going to come down and take this. I'm going to put him in check. Mate. He didn't see it. He saw it. Okay. I can go. Nope. Okay. I need to get my knights into this game. My bishop's just stuck. I go here. Queen's going to take. This bishop is very strong right now. With the king up. I was gonna take this pawn. That didn't matter. God, why was so stupid? God damn it. Terrible. It's terrible. Down two rooks. Down seven in material. Get my goddamn knight into the game. God. I'm gonna take the bishop next. I don't know, guys. I was excited for this game, and now I'm just upset. But that's chess. Just put pressure on his queen. Yeah, this. How do I not see this stuff? God damn it. Hey guys, I'm just gonna resign this one. It's just I'm not paying attention. I'm frustrated. He's gonna win. No need for game review there. You guys just saw it. God dang. Oh well. Well, 2 days off, so I'm at 990. We couldn't get a win there. It sucks. I was looking forward to this one, but um, it's what it is. So chess can be frustrating sometimes. But hey, I'm going on a cruise, guys, so I'll be off for a week. I'll come back, and then hopefully I won't be able to play on the cruise because I won't have any internet access. So more than likely when I come back, it's gonna be 990 again. Maybe we get a couple wins in a row. We'll see. But until then, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you have not. Enjoy your day. Thank you.